What's going on, everyone? Design Coma here. Welcome back. And the gameplay you're watching is me playing Uplink in some Advanced Warfare on Detroit. And I got my ASM-1 Speakeasy out. You know, I gotta be honest with you, I usually don't play Uplink. In fact, I hardly ever play it at all. It's just not a game mode I really enjoy to play. But this was a pretty simple supply drop challenge, 25 kills and Uplink with any weapon, so you know, what the heck. But, you know, to be honest with you, I think everybody was doing the same thing. Because this match, you know, our team ended up, you know, winning 15-0. And then the one I played before this, you know, the team I was on had nothing as far as points were concerned. So, yeah, I think everybody was pretty much doing it. So there's a few things I kind of want to go over is, you know, first of all, you know, what's been going on the last few days is, you know, I know it's been a little bit of time since I uploaded a video, but I have just been, you know, insanely busy over the last, you know, few days. You know, I've been learning this new technology at work, you know, and I have mentioned that I work in IT, and to be honest with you, when it comes to learning new technology, it kind of mentally drains me, you know, especially when it deals with, you know, IT work, you know. I mean, it's not super exciting. It's not bad, but, you know, it's one of those situations where it can kind of drain the energy out of you pretty quickly. So I didn't want to come in, you know, and start posting a video or you know, do a video where I am just talking, where I'm just, oh, sounding so tired like this, and you know, or end up sounding like a robot, you know, and you know, I want to do a good video. So, you know, I took the time to get a little bit of rest, and plus, you know, in the meantime, you know, well, at the same time, I had to repair my car. You know, the brakes went out on my car. Well, they didn't completely go out, but they needed to be replaced. They were to the point where they were grinding, you know. So when that happens, you really need to fix them, you know, because it's really bad. Yeah, you know, I could have paid somebody to do it, but at the same time, it's something I know how to do, and it's much cheaper if I do it myself. So yeah, it's just been a little bit of craziness going on, you know, with cars being, you know, needing to be repaired, and you know, with this stuff going on with work, and you know, it's kind of one of those situations where I wish I didn't have to go to that job, but you know, hey, you never know. Maybe this thing will pan out to where I don't have to go to that job anymore. My ultimate goal is to start making games, though, but I'll leave that for a different video, you know, for another discussion. So yeah, there's that. So what I really want to talk about is hype trains. Right now we are on the Black Ops 3 hype train to Treyarch, I suppose you could call it. So yeah, it's the hype train has been just taking off this past week. I mean, so much Black Ops 3 stuff has been coming out. I mean, I seriously can't keep up with it. And I know I talked about that in my last video, but you know, when it comes to these hype train situations, you know, it worries me sometimes, because I have been bitten by falling into the hype train. I guess a little too hard, I suppose. Actually, it was me and my friends. You know, it was this video this game that it's pretty old, you know, at this point. It's a game called Two Worlds, and you could probably pick it up for maybe a few bucks on Amazon. I don't even know if you'd find it in GameStop, for that matter. If you do, you know, I'd be surprised. I mean, if you do find it in GameStop, definitely tell me. Not that I want to go out and buy it, but it would just be funny to hear, because that game, me and my friends fell into the hype train on that one, and it was before we paid attention to any of the reviews for it. We just kind of didn't care. We thought it was going to be an awesome game, you know, and all this stuff, and you know, we got into it and we started playing it, and I guess it was okay at first. You know, it kind of started out slow, but it ended up just being it wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't fun. You know, the story was bad, the voice in it was bad. It sounded like everybody had the same voice almost, except for the women villagers, I should say, the women villagers. And you know, it just got into a situation, or got to the point where we just had to turn around and start killing all the villagers. It's what we did. But you know, because we were doing that, it kind of messes up the story progression, because you end up killing people that you need to talk to. So that ends up being a problem. So yeah, there's the, you know, it just, I get a little worried when it comes to, you know, the hype train situation. You know, it's not that hype trains aren't good, it's just sometimes they can end up being bad. You know, especially for games. Yeah, I mean, even for movies. You know, I mean, it's happened with television shows. You know, there's been plenty of times where, you know, they've been hyping up a television show, and I get all wrapped up into that, and my expectations for the show are like something really awesome, and then it really turns out to be just meh. for that, you know, for that matter, just, you know, not what I was expecting. And it happens, you know, it's unfortunate, but you know, it's just when things really start to get hyped up, I start to get a little concerned. I'm not concerned in any way, shape, or form for Treyarch, because I know what's going to come out is going to be awesome. You know, is there going to be exos in it? I don't know. You know, that's kind of the question of the week, I suppose. I know I've seen it quite a bit in my Twitter feed, where people are, you know, they keep asking, you know, are exos going to be in Black Ops 3? I don't think it's going to be exos in the sense that we know exos now in Advanced Warfare. I think we're looking more, I think it's going to be more something along the lines of biomechanical, kind of like Bionic Man in a way. I mean, the silhouette in the teaser trailer, you know, it looks like he's been, you know, mechanically altered in some way. It's just kind of that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from, you know, from the teaser trailer. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. You know, if you have any thoughts as to, you know, what we might be getting, you know, ready for. I know the announcement's going to be coming out soon. So yeah, I guess we're kind of just gonna have to wait and see on that. So yeah, you know, hype trains, they can be a little damaging it, you know, sometimes. So something else I kind of want to talk about is, you know, last Thursday when I was doing that video, my power kind of went out halfway and came back on real quick. It's not a flicker. This was like the power went out and came back on super quick. And when that happens, and it seems to only really happen to my computer most of the time when it does happen, is my computer will do a half shutdown and then it kind of comes back, you know, but I have to do a hard reboot in order to get everything working again. And I was right in the middle of editing a video at that time, so I did one of these things like, no, the power went out. You know, all that work is lost. Now I got to start over. So when I finally got everything up, I got I started to open the program, my editing software, and thankfully it recognized the fact that it didn't shut down properly, and it basically saved everything. It took me I was able to recover. It asked me if I wanted to recover my previous session. I was like, yes. And everything was there. All the editing, all the commentary I did, it was awesome. So I'm going to do a video and show you guys the stuff I use. You know, the software I use, it's not Sony Vegas by any means. But it's good for what I paid for, you know, and it really gets the job done. You know, and something else I'm really excited for, other than Black Ops 3, is Star Wars, all the original Star Wars. Oh, that was my phone. That was my phone making a funny sound. So Star Wars is coming out on digital And I'm pretty excited about that because, you know, I love all the Star Wars movies. And I'd love to have everything all compiled into one thing. You know, it's kind of the way I like it. You know, all the Harry Potters. I have all the Harry Potters on Blu-ray now, which is nice. You know, I got the whole series there. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know if anybody else is excited for it, but I love Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a like, give it a share, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.